Hey guys, I'm Faida and welcome to Freedom is Mine. Today we're going to be talking about the African diaspora in Colombia.
Freedom is
Join me now for part 2 of our 3-part series on the African diaspora in Colombia. In part 1, we explored Afro-Colombian history and culture, and in this video we'll be looking at 2 distinct Afro-Colombian groups, the Palenqueros and the Raizales. In the third and final video, we'll go into more detail about the political and social issues that Afro-Colombians face. All 3 videos are equally important for you to have an accurate understanding of the Afro-Colombian community. So in case you missed part 1, click on the link above and I'll see you back here in a few minutes.
The Palenqueros are the residents of the Afro-Colombian town of San Basilio de Palenque, situated just 2 hours away from the incredible historic city of Cartagena. It has a population of 3,500 people, and the residents of Palenque speak a mixture of Spanish and Palenquero. It was founded around 1599 by Bencos Bioho and is recognized as the UNESCO Cultural Heritage Site.
It's widely misnomered as the first settlement of free enslaved Africans in the Americas, which is not factually correct. Although it was one of the first, earlier settlements did exist, such as the one established in Mexico in 1570 by Gaspar Yanga, but you'll have to check out my video on Afro-Mexicans to find out more. By the way, the word Palenque simply refers to a settlement of free enslaved Africans, and throughout history, dozens of palenques were formed across Latin America.
In the main square of San Basilio de Palenque, you will find a statue of Bencos Bioho. A member of African royalty, he was born on an island off the coast of Guinea-Bissau. He was captured, enslaved, and trafficked to Cartagena, but in 1599 he escaped with a small group of enslaved Africans and formed what is today called San Basilio de Palenque. Bencos and his companions formed an intricate intelligence network and were able to guide other enslaved Africans to freedom. Bencos was a highly skilled strategist and thwarted multiple attempts by the Spanish authorities to besiege the Palenque.
In 1612, the Spanish authorities signed a peace treaty with Bencos, by which they agreed to leave the settlement alone on the condition that Bencos did not accept any more runaway slaves. Sadly, the Spanish violated the treaty and executed Bencos in 1621.
Today, Palenqueros proudly maintain their African-influenced language and roots and assert their identity as a separate ethnic group within the Afro-Colombian community.
As I've mentioned, if you're interested in visiting San Basilio de Palenque, then be sure to check out my upcoming African diaspora tours in Colombia on the website.
The other distinct Afro-Colombian group is the Raizal population that lives on the archipelago islands of San Andres, Providencia, and Santa Catalina, located in the Caribbean Sea between Colombia and Jamaica. Together, the 3 islands have a population of about 75,000, of which roughly 25,000 are Afro-Colombian Raizales. They speak a mixture of Spanish, English, and Creole, and are largely of the Protestant faith.
Although today the archipelago is a Colombian department, throughout history, political control over this collective of islands has been fought over by numerous foreign powers, including England, Spain, Guatemala, Nicaragua, and Colombia, all of which has contributed to the linguistic, cultural, and religious identity of the islanders today, which is distinct from mainland Colombia.
The Afro-Colombian Raizal population is descended from the enslaved Africans trafficked to the islands by European colonial powers during the transatlantic slave trade.
Throughout centuries of decision-making about who control of the islands belongs to, the Raizal people, the actual legitimate owners of these territories, have been largely ignored, marginalised, dispossessed, and disenfranchised.
In 1953, the largest of the islands, San Andres, was declared a free port and was subsequently inundated by mainland Colombians keen to profit from tax-free businesses with little regard for the economic and social effect this would have on the native population. The islands have also become a strategic pit stop on international drug smuggling routes, and many Raizal Afro-Colombians are employed to facilitate the shipment of narcotics and weapons due to their expert knowledge of the local waters. Today, the Raizales fight to defend their cultural and linguistic heritage, and they continue to seek independence and self-determination from the Colombian government.
That's it from me. Join me in part 3 where we'll be talking about the impact of the conflict in Colombia on the Afro-Colombian population.
freedom is